Good morning. It is day 6. Today's the day I'm hiking out of the canyon. So right now I'm making my breakfast. I'm gonna try to get packed up quickly today. Because at this point on the Bright Angel Trail there's gonna be a lot more people. I'm just kind of motivated to move along and get out as quickly as I can. And then I'll be driving to Sedona afterward, where I'm staying tonight. For anyone curious about setting up the Durston tent with no stakes, which I wasn't sure if I could do because it was a trekking pole tent, what I did was there's a little loop on each end where normally you would use a stake. I put a stick through, and then I found a flat rock, and I would put that on top so that the stick can't move. And that held up really well. In the Bright Angel Campground, it was actually quite windy on day 1. This method worked well. The tent was pretty solid. The key is you do have to have big rocks available, which I knew I would have because I'd read online on Reddit and then maybe on Facebook hiker groups that people had used rocks to set up their tents and it was fine, so I knew there were going to be rocks. You may have more difficulty if there's no features such as rocks that you can use, but if there are rocks available, this was a very nice solid setup. I think this is my first backpacking trip where I did a pretty good job estimating how much I was actually going to eat. This is all I have left for today. I have 2 bars and a bag of some nuts, some chocolate covered pretzels, and some candy. Going on backpacking trips is when I allow myself to eat candy. Otherwise I can't have it really in everyday life because I love candy so much. I'll eat entire bags of it. It's not good. And this is the extras. I have some jelly packets left over, 1 bar and a peanut butter cup from yesterday. But this is pretty good. In the past I've had a lot more extra food. And then there was one trip where I didn't quite pack enough. The thing that's tricky is estimating it in the first place when you haven't done it before is a little hard. You don't know how much you're going to want to eat. The other thing is, it actually, I've found, depends on the difficulty of the trip that you're doing. On trips that are really hard, you need to eat more, which seems obvious, but as somebody who sits in an office all day, it's not something you necessarily think about. This trip has not been pushing me to my limits, so I haven't actually had to pack a ton of food, but I've had just enough to feel like I'm getting enough food every day. All right, I'm all packed up. It's 8 a.m. and I'm gonna get moving. This is what I'll be hiking up today. It's about 3,000 feet elevation gain over 4.5 miles, and that's the top up there with the snowy parts. Just past 3 Mile Rest House. Took me about 45 minutes to get there. Took a quick break to eat some electrolyte tablets and drink a little water, and now I'm on the move again. That trail far out there on the point is the Trail to Plateau Point, which is a really nice viewpoint past the campground. Those are the switchbacks I just came up. It's about 9:30 now. Just starting to see the first icy patches. Okay, I think it's time to get the micro spikes out. All right, spikes are on. Don't want to fall now, and I'm just about back.
All right, break's over, fellas. Fast ones first.
I'm almost there. Snow is definitely making it harder. It's kind of a narrow trek here. It's near the top, but I feel solid with the spikes. I did it. Took about 2.5 hours total, except there was half an hour in there where we were stopped for rock blasting, so overall it took me about 2 hours. I feel good about that. Coming out the Bright Angel Trail is definitely tough. It's steep, so I just pushed through. I knew if I stopped I might lose motivation. Now that I'm out though, it feels a little anticlimactic and kind of sad my trip is over, honestly. I'm grateful that I got to do this, and I know that when I look back on my life, whatever happens, I'll be happy that I was able to take 6 days to be out here in this amazing place, and I hope that I'll be back again.